in the trenches with AQ Shipley. Look how cool those shoes are.
Hey, you know what they said, though? I'm just going to get this out of the way early.
Who's that?
Shoppers?
AJ.
What'd they say?
Yes.
Someone told me that I'd stop sweating as much when I lost weight.
Yeah, it's been since minute one.
Yeah,
it's been disgusting.
Pretty crazy.
Good. You're efficient. You're efficient, AQ. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't work that way. But hey, we got a good segment this week. We got a segment that's going to make all the Pittsburgh people
A little bit worried?
happy.
Oh, happy.
First time in 2 years
What?
on it. But we're going to start with the rival. We're going to start with the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, everybody saw this play, but let's dissect why it worked. But here, AJ, I'd love for you to just watch this guy, and then after we dissect this, tell me what the fuck he's doing, okay? So that's the first thing we're going to do.
All
But
right, AJ, watch this guy. Watch this
watch
guy.
that guy.
Rookie. You see him?
See
nice.
Ricard. Anything. You can't really do a whole lot against Ricard. That guy will kill anybody.
Bingo. You got Ricard, and we got the guard pulling. They're making it look like it's lead counter this way. They just don't even block this guy. He's supposed to block him, but he goes the whole other way with the fake. And then Ronnie Stanley climbs on the beautiful fake by Lamar, gets his hands on him, and runs him off the football street.
Wow.
How good is that?
Great
Ready?
block.
How good is that?
Should be a penalty, AQ.
These two right here get lost in the sauce with this right here. Obviously have no idea where the ball is. He's supposed to block him. Okay, cool. We'll just bypass him. Great awareness by Ronnie Stanley. And then gets his hands on him and runs him into the other team's tunnel.
Golly.
And just keeps taking him.
AJ, what's that guy doing, bro?
Running back.
I mean, the only chance he has there, AQ, right, is if you're the outside guy, go fight outside pressure and make sure Lamar has to cut it back up. But then you have a one-on-one tackle with Lamar, and you probably have 10 yards on either side of you.
Hey, good play action.
That's it. Really good.
Good play action by
Fourth
Lamar.
and 1, by the way. First possession of the game.
Hey, they were a wagon.
Oh,
The Baltimore Ravens were a wagon. Again, they haven't done that every week, but if that's the team we see moving forward, watch out.
Ty reached out to Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell told him that his responsibility was the running back because Jack Campbell wouldn't get fooled like that. Okay,
That's right, and he was still distraught about Iowa getting screwed over on Saturday.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That had to have been it.
I mean, how do you expect him to have a straight mind whenever that shit's happening in the Iowa Hawkeye football?
Exactly. I don't know.
First time losing that bronze pig.
Yeah, he never lost it.
Hey, before we let this one go,
That was disgusting.
can't believe
There's still people showing up in my mention saying it was the right call. Shut the fuck up.
No way.
Well, you know,
Someone said it's the right call.
Yeah.
For real.
I saw somebody say it too.
They're like, hey,
That was never even. It was never even an option that it was even close to a right.
No,
Like, I never even thought for 1 second.
ever. Not one. And nobody on the field did either.
Nope.
The missed tackles. They made the right call. It's like, no, they didn't. Do you ever watch a returner like Peter and Poison? That happens a lot, especially in college football. So just because somebody came out and made to make their people look good and said that's right call, anybody that has ever watched football in their life, that was the wrong call. That was completely obnoxious. In the fourth quarter, too, to do that, that's bananas, bro. There needs to be an investigation.
Was it a Minnesota mark? Sounds like it's Minnesota
probably
Lot
because
of
that
Vikings,
dipshit PJ Fleck came out and said something on Monday too, like, yeah, that was a right call. You know, you can't do that. You can't do that kind of stuff.
I'd say the same thing if I was PJ Fleck.
Yeah, for sure. But also, I felt a lot better because everyone we've had on who like played in the league and knows football was like, yeah, this is bullshit. You know, for a while there, I was like, oh, hopefully I'm not just being a homer here. But yeah, I mean, it was. What are you gonna do?
If the guy didn't throw the flag, it never happened. Like the reviewer, I guess, was the one that said it. It's like, you don't have a say. What do we
He
even?
never had an arm. He never even had an arm raised above his nipples. So don't tell me it was a fair catch.
And I think the rule is shoulders are down. Like there is an actual rule, and he never. Like there are people that fake fair catch and like try to get people. That is.
This was not one of those. This was not that situation.
No, but saying Peter and then getting the ball, that's a technique as well. Like that is let people sleep a little bit and then go get it. It was a great football play by that guy. And there's not a lot of those in Iowa football.
Yeah, and PJ Fleck also said, well, there's a penalty on Iowa on that play because one of the rushers like jumped up into the personal protector or something. He's been saying a lot of stuff.
Well, they didn't call it then. Yeah, you're right. The refs were terrible on the whole exact thing. We agree. That's what we're trying to say. Anyways, they got fucked. Maybe he's gonna think the running back has the ball.
Yeah,
Jack
exactly. He's got a lot on his mind.
Iowa's might
not go to the Big Ten championship now.
Might not be in the Rose Bowl.
They might not go to the Rose Bowl. Okay, and they might be playing in the fucking Tax Slayer Bowl or the Music City Bowl.
How many more losses Iowa have this season?
Oh, I got that fucking Rutgers game circled. I'm worried about that one. I'm also worried about the Illinois game. But outside of that, it should be good.
Should be just fine.
31 zip to Penn State.
Yep.
bamboozled for the bronze pig.
Yep.
And then Rutgers and Illinois potentially.
Nebraska's
We'll see.
on the
Don't
schedule,
I mean
too.
them pesky Northwestern Wildcats at Wrigley Field next week. That could be a tough one.
You end up with 5 losses.
I could see it happening. I mean that Minnesota game really could have taken the wind out of their sails.
Especially the way it went down.
Exactly.
2 yards of offense in the second half.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a more inept football team?
Never.
Honestly.
Inept
No,
offense.
honestly, never.
Inept offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Urban's Jags.
Whose offense you think looked better, Penn State's versus Ohio State or Iowa's versus Minnesota?
Actually, Penn State's, and it was
Not good.
Oh,
horrendous.
that's a tough call.
They had more than 2 yards.
Yeah, they had 2 yards. 2 yards.
Well, we got to give some credit to that fucking stingy and tough Minnesota defense.
You're right.
No
And
one's-
also the Ohio State
no one's
defense.
talking
you're
about
right.
that.
Yeah, no one is.
So-
Deacon Hill took some shots on this program the other day.
He did. I apologize for that. You know, he needs to respond and play better, but I shouldn't have called him a fatso. I shouldn't have said that.
Is
He's
those
just a kid, damn it.
Is Ozempic on the NCAA test list?
That is interesting. That could be a new weapon.
Oh, gosh.
What's that, AJ?
That would be hilarious if guys get busted taking Ozempic.
Are they tested? I don't know if they're tested.
Well,
They're probably not.
The way
Probably
Ty
not
was
testing.
talking about him, he might be diabetic anyway, so he could probably take it.
I didn't
Whoa.
make any insinuations that he was diabetic. I said he was slow and he was a fatso. Okay, and I've since rescinded those comments because I felt bad about it because he's just,
But you just felt the need
he's
to repeat
just
them?
a college kid.
You felt the need to repeat them like 3-4 times?
Well, you
Jake's
know.
trying to live his life. I gave
know.
you like 7 opportunities to apologize to him on the spot.
I did in the same thing, you know. I mean, I walked it back a little bit. I said I shouldn't have said that.
I got some texts from some Iowa people that said needed to be said what Ty said today.
Feels like it.
And that man's a legend. So I'll go to my grave being okay with what I said.
Yeah, and Tony bringing up diabetes is just out of
Too
pocket.
much.
Out of
How
pocket.
dare you, Tone?
Diabetes is not some joke, Tony. It's a real disease.
I didn't know where you were going with it. You're right.
Kills 1 out of 7 Americans.
Can we move on? This show is disgusting.
Going on with the Falcons here.
What is going on with Artie Smith and the Falcons?
There
We
is something
love the Falcons,
we haven't
right?
talked about just yet, but we still need to.
Let's go on, please, with the Falcons.
Perfect.
He was going to ask Amanda Serrano if she knows anything about Lil Baby's music.
Whoa. I had 2 questions written down. That was my first thought, and
You
then
should've.
it kind of already got talked about.
Hey, you got coming out some Lil Baby music for the fight?
Yeah.
Let's go on. He was digitally enhanced.
He was? Or
Yeah, something was.
the other thing was?
Enhanced?
Which one?
It was somebody else that was digitally enhanced to look like Lil Baby, is what Lil Baby says.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what I read on
It's
here.
quite a video.
And
It was
what
quite a
video are you talking about? Is there a video?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
one.
quite a video.
I thought-
I have
You should
not
look
seen the
it up.
video.
I thought Connor was
have
asking
not
about the
either.
other knockout on the internet.
No, that is what I was referring to, but we still haven't talked about Dwight Howard yet either.
Well,
Dwight Howard's living his life.
yeah.
Just like Lil Baby's CGI.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring up the last one that we haven't talked about yet?
What's that?
You know, AJ's got to go to trial soon because his brother-in-law's probably going to jail.
Oh, Brady Quinn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Brady committed
Hey,
a murder last night.
Did you see what your brother-in-law did?
do?
I did. You guys put it in the old chat room. I don't know who the
Tweet
guy
war.
is. He's going at. I don't know anyone involved, but yeah, people are
Him and
getting
Deshaun
upset.
Watson's quarterback coach had a little give and take on the
Quincy?
internet.
Pretty good.
Yeah, on a give and take. Well, Brady Quinn certainly feels like he won that one. And I think the internet says that as well. But Quincy Avery fought back.
Yeah.
Fought a good fight.
Good
He did
battle.
fight a good fight.
Twitter
Yeah.
fight. Good old Twitter fight.
It was not. It was really one-sided. I mean, what Brady did was just, I guess it was sitting there for everybody, but Brady certainly found the perfect time to throw that haymaker. And he certainly it garnered a lot of attention. That Quincy Avery guy has attacked this show a couple times.
Yes, he has.
He's not like
Really
RC.
rubbed him the wrong way.
Yeah, he didn't.
He
Brady-
does like to flap his gums.
Yeah, Brady pretty much brought an RPG to a knife fight. He kind of, he said, yeah, we can go back and forth, but I'm just going to go ahead and fucking behead you right now, and then that's going to be the end of it.
And Brady, as he was typing it up, said, a lot of people are going to like it.
Yep.
And they did. A lot of people really liked it. You know Quincy? You met him?
No, I don't know.
I've never met him either.
Trains a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, then there was a follow-up to that, too, on how many quarterbacks he's trained that are good. And, I mean, he started getting – I mean, he was in the trenches. He was in the trenches.
Yeah,
He was good
He was in the trenches.
Let's bring him in the
That's-
trenches.
that's-
We should
Hey,
bring him.
Deshaun Watson. Hold on. That was another question that's getting asked. You guys think he's going to get back to form?
No.
D-Butt?
I mean, I don't
been
know.
2 years.
I'm not sure.
2 years
play
that's
again.
long.
I mean, the last time he played, not including the Colts
been a
game,
while.
he was spinning it. Like he was like,
He was getting better. He was getting better.
That's the key word.
But
Back
But
to
it's still
form,
not
but back
good.
to form. You said back to form, like back to form at his height. I think
230 million.
People thought
Yeah.
like top 5. You know,
Yeah.
do I see that right now? I don't see it right now, but I wouldn't be shocked.
He was getting better. Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was getting like this.
like he didn't have to be that
PJ's
good
starting to get
That's a
this
wide
What do you
gap.
need him
though.
to be that good?
for that team. I mean, right now to win,
As I
like
say, for
the-
230 million, you
Yeah.
got to be damn good.
Yeah.
contract. I'm
Gotta
saying,
be
like,
elite.
This
Yeah.
year with that defense and the team was constructed around the running back. Like it feels like, with the defense, he just has to hold on the ball and not throw picks.
Yeah. But you're not paying 230.
230 for that.
I,
Exactly.
no, believe me, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Quincy Avery was in the trenches. Let's go back to in the trenches.
Let's do it. Atlanta Falcons, right? They love to run the zone. They live and die by the zone. That's what Artie Smith does. I love this play, and I love these little wrinkles that teams are starting to do with this. Or we're going to fake the zone. They made it look zone. Let's go back a little bit. Watch what it does to the linebackers, AJ, because they think it's zone weak. We're running zone, 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 zone. Nope, we're running duo back to the strong side.
Oh.
How good is that?
Pretty good.
Genius.
And then the other thing, again, he's not a crazy quarterback running threat, but it does just enough to Carlton Davis to hold him up the field, which creates the
Big gaping hole.
But all that fake zone right here, all it did was get the linebackers to set up on the blocks on the duo on the front side. And those guys, I mean, it's a thing of beauty to watch.
Hell yeah, it is. Artie Smith's a big old. What's this all about?
Sorry about it.
Oh, no.
Sorry
Is this
about
the
it.
game winner?
No, this is earlier in the game. We're going to send P.J. Walker out in motion. Watch this guy. This guy's been on the show. He loves to fucking hit people.
No.
Boom, boom.
Jeez.
Look at that. Takes 2 people out. We got the quarterback trap right here. Obviously, he's got to beat one person. It's a hell of a collision at the goal line, but we get Kareem Hunt in the end zone. He's obviously
That sweet Olay by DeJuan Jones.
Yeah.
unbelievable.
They need to throw the ball
Jedrick
66
Willis,
outside.
actually.
He did report as eligible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they announced it in the stadium.
Throw him the rock.
Yeah, did you guys see that? Go back. AJ made a great point. Watch this little, they call this a jab Olay, where you kind of fake it here, and then this guy almost falls off it. Check this move right here. Whoop, and then a little swim over.
Oh, so nice.
No,
How
double
nice is
So
that?
big, dude.
How
He's
nice is
so big.
I assume defenders aren't expecting the swim coming from the offensive line.
No, and that's the thing. That's why it's such, like the trap plays, all those types of plays where you can get D linemen to use their weight forward on their hands, especially down here at the goal line.
Yeah.
All they're doing is firing off like that. All you have to do is just move out of the way, and they kind of block themselves. That's exactly
Slows
what
them down,
happened.
too, for the rest of the game.
Exactly.
Oh, look at this guy talking shit. Look at it. I'll help you up, boys. Let me help you
I
up.
got you.
Gotta love it.
Let me help you up, boys. I just
Wyatt
did.
Teller.
Here we go.
What do we got, boys?
Matt Canada's offense.
Here we go.
Hey, you know what's awesome, though? Seriously. We talked about this a little bit before the show. They came off the bye week and showed a bunch of new wrinkles. They did things on the bye week.
Activate Canada.
Huh?
Here we go, Canada. Here we go. Here we go, Canada. Here we go. That's what they're chanting now.
That's it. That's it. But we've seen this scheme a lot from San Fran where we send this guy in motion. They can help each other out here on this zone. Boom, he's going to come inside out and help the tight end. So if this guy does go underneath, he's got him. Let's watch this right here. Rewind that just a little bit. Samuala, who's a great pickup in the offseason. Watch him snap this guy across the face and go here. Mason Cole with a great reach on the center. Incredible. Now here's the key to this. Here's the key to this. We get this guy on the backside, and he's taking high risk versus reward. Creates a huge hole right here, or here, because he takes the easy way out because he doesn't want to get reached. But he's made this play a billion times. Obviously run away from him, but then you get Jalen Warren in the end zone.
Yes.
Oh, Jalen Warren's been a hell of a back for the Steelers team. He's been a hell of a back for the Steelers team.
Yeah.
Hell of a snap by Samuala. Watch him snap this guy out. Boom! Climb, gets on the backer. Hell of a reach here. People don't realize how hard of a block this is. AJ knows how hard this block is right here. When you got a nose guard who's got to stay in that A gap and he gets reached like that, that's key. Mason Cole, great job.
Hey, let's go. New wrinkles, new offense. Beat the Rams.
Strictly positive from here on out. I'm all the way back. This is not the only play that hit the internet this week as far as the run game and some wrinkles in that. Canada found his bag during the bye week. He might be a top 2-3 coordinator.
And emotion, too. You saw him celebrate.
Yeah.
Didn't throw for a touchdown. Nobody received one, but hell yeah.
Yeah, we're all the way back.
We saw him. He was fired up.
He was fired up.
Yeah.
Fired up, Canada. Fired up.
Teams are going to be after his services in the offseason. He's going to be hard to retain.
That's it.
Might get a head
You
coach
nailed it.
position.
Feels like he's going to be able to get retained at just the right price for Pittsburgh.
The perfect price.
What's your problem?
He might actually be, Tomlin's other guy for the rest of his career.
Associate head coach.
Bingo. Next 20 years.
He deserves it after that call.
I agree.
Canada isn't in the North anymore.
If we
No
could
way.
just
Canada's in Pittsburgh.
if we could just come off a bye every week, we'll be
Hey, it's a
fine.
cold world, especially in Canada, in Pittsburgh.
Well said.
Boom.
Bring coat.
Gonna get icy.
That guy stinks, right? We all think.
Yeah.
But he did have new wrinkles.
So it's funny.
did have new wrinkles.
It's
For a
funny.
week.
Isaac Siamalo, I just saw a report that he was sitting in his locker just terribly sad after the game. And like, what happened? You won. And he goes, well, I've been on a good offense. We're not there yet.
What? That's real?
Yeah,
I paraphrased it.
Great lead in.
There is the
Good
Great,
transition.
great lead into the next. Hey, listen, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, people in Philadelphia a little upset
Hey, hold
after.
on, though. Just put up about 4-2.
4-2.
Steelers.
Top of the division.
4-2. It's not
Top of
easy
the
to win
division.
games.
No, it's not.
right.
Not easy to win games.
Not.
Need to give more credit out there.
That's right.
This team's really
They
good.
make it look real easy. Played against,
When they're
obviously,
holding
another
all the
wagon.
time.
Sorry, Gumpy. They played against a wagon. And listen, these guys are blocking as good as anybody in the NFL right now. This offensive line, they get mixed pieces, right? They get a different right guard because Juergens has been out, right? You get Kelsey obviously pulling right here. This counter play is so well blocked. Trey right here. Man block there. We got great on the backside. And look at this.
Wow.
I mean, you can't block it any better than that.
Wow, what is that?
Great kick out by Kelsey. Great
Miami
pull.
has 9 in the box too.
Yeah,
AQ.
this is
Like,
at the end
that's
of the
a
game.
tough Deal.
This is fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. They need a stop, right,
Yep.
to get the ball back. And boom, they come out with that untouched for 30 yards.
No Juergens too. I mean, that took you
That's
down.
tough.
a
That
was a
few
great
games.
pull without
You don't
Juergens,
have
thank you.
Juergens.
Cam Juergens is a stud.
Yeah.
Stud.
Yeah, Juergens is.
Absolutely.
Great company.
Necessity.
And you guys all like these jerseys?
Yeah.
You don't like him?
Kelly Green.
I saw one tweet. I can't remember who it was from. Hats off, but it said Hulu has live sports looking ass jerseys, and now that's all I can think about.
That's because Jalen Hulu has live sport.
Right. I love that.
Instead of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Eagle.
The old school.
What are you talking about? You don't like football? Is
It
that
was
what
a
you just
funny
said?
tweet. It
you
did
just
well.
said you just
How about you think about Jaws, Tony, or Randall Cunningham?
one time.
Vince Papali, ever heard of him? One of our paisans.
if that movie's
Invincible.
on, I watch it.
Invincible.
Randall Cunningham. What year did he play, Bruce?
1962.
65, yeah, Bruce said.
1985 was his rookie year.
Thanks, Bruce.
Baby Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
Well, Bruce was trying to say other organizations are like his, and they're not.
What do you mean?
Well, Bruce's
Tyrod Taylor.
Bruce's organization's a little behind the eight ball,
Yeah.
we'll say.
What are we talking about?
First black starting quarterback. To win a game for the New York Giants in
To win a game ever.
2023.
They tried their hardest.
First ever?
First time ever. only have 2. Gino and Tyrod, I believe it. Only 2 that have suited up.
Bruce is trying to throw other organizations could make his look better, and he can't do it.
Not to mention what he's been saying about Michigan. I mean, geez.
Yeah, he's been talking about me. Who
Broke-
cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Makes it seem like the Pope.
Is that real?
Yeah.
That's a great stat, Bruce. How come we never heard about that? How come I never heard? You know what I mean?
I mean, it was in the group or something.
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
I will say, Daboll told Saquon to his face he will not be traded
right.
away from the Giants. So things are looking up over there.
Things are looking up.
Things are looking up there. How about that? Black guy starting at quarterback. You guys okay over there, the Giants fan base? Is everything all right?
Wall Street's on
The
fire.
fan base is great. You know, I maybe ownership might prefer like some pleated khakis, but
Oh, geez.
fan base fired up.
Hey, listen, the group that we follow blindly, they might not be necessarily pumped about it, but we're pumped. We're excited. He's been playing good, too, right?
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
Team's been playing,
Yeah.
Better.
yeah, very
They
good.
look
Yeah,
a lot
but
better with
John-
him at quarterback.
Then who?
Than
The
Daniel
white
Jones.
guy?
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones.
Yeah, John Mayer's pulling his hair out right now, though. Fuck, we got to start Tyrod again.
John,
I wonder if those one per club meetings are like, you still haven't done it, huh? just can't do it. It's crazy. Well, congrats to the Giants. Maybe win some games.
Yeah.
This is the football gods potentially being like,
Okay.
hey, welcome.
About time.
Hey, things are okay. That's good. Brucey, this is crazy from coming from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a wild thing.
I mean, Randall Cunningham was in 1985. It hasn't been that
Donovan
many or that
McNabb?
long.
Yeah.
True.
Did he play for the Eagles?
Michael Vick.
Yeah, he did.
Michael Vick. What are you talking about?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, start throwing others. Yeah. All right. I think the more we do that, like rubber glue.
It's a league-wide problem. You got the Rooney Rule and everything.
All right. Well, hey, listen, I'm pumped about it. I'm pumped about the fact that you guys are coming into the modern age. Because there at one time, that was a real conversation. I think it was like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a real.
Just about.
It was a real conversation.
Welcome to the modern world.
Listen,
Yeah.
Giants.
Weren't the Giants the team too that had the big snafu with Bill Belichick texting Brian Flores saying, "Hey, congrats, you got the head coaching job," and he's like, "Oh shit, I meant next table."
The wrong Brian. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
Well, looking back on it, we should have known.
Yeah.
No chance. Flores was getting hired.
Never gonna hire a black coach.
Yeah.
No. Dable, yeah. I cut his.
Allegedly. We are just going off the information.
Right.
We are just now learning.
Yeah.
Presented.
Sorry. We apologize. We're living in the moment. Belichick should have known.
Yeah, he should have.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
All right. Anyways, Jalen Hurts.
He's a good player.
Great player.
Great quarterback.
Great player. Hulu has live sports. He is the weapon for this whole thing, right? Because these guys got an eyeball. I cannot believe that.
Crazy.
That I did not see this in the group text. I am just now learning that is the case. With how they talk and act. Oh, buddy. Bruce, back to the microphone.
Jacoby Brissett, 2017, Indianapolis Colts.
All right. You need to relax.
Yeah, plus,
He's Googling every team right now.
That's strictly Jacoby Brissett was also the Patriots first in 2016, but also we know Indiana's not going to let that fly either.
Tony Dungy, first black head coach to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your problem?
Rewarded.
Jim Irsay. I think Jim Irsay, great ally for a lot of like future things like that. I think what we're learning about the Giants potentially. I bet you is he voting against everything that kind of moves the game forward? I wonder. We need to keep we need to keep an eye on his votes.
Didn't John Morrow, when he mentioned talking to his friends about losing all the time, he was like, I mean, I could do what other teams do, but I'm not starting a black coach. I'm not starting a black quarterback. There's no way.
Is this real information?
I think
is this real stats?
I think that's what Morrow said.
Stat is
allegedly.
What Connor
Is this real?
Allegedly, that's what he said.
All right, listen, I'm just telling you what I'm learning on the fly here.
Yeah.
This is certainly alarming news. I'm going to pick games differently just because of what I'm learning here.
Have to.
I want to let you know.
This is all bullshit, but it is just hey, Danny Dimes does kind of remind you of Eli Manning when you look at him walk in his khakis.
Yeah, but he was called Vanilla Vic.
He was.
So Morrow was like, whoa.
By Saquon.
Get him out.
Saquon coined
Get him
that.
out now.
All right, let's roll. Damn, I did not know that about the Giants.
Either.
A lot of room to grow still.
How long have the Morrows on the team?
Whole time.
Long time.
Forever.
So they're the old money.
Yeah.
So I
There's a
told
lot
you.
of that in ownership of a lot of things.
A lot of get out scenes in that building.
Oh.
Allegedly. Once again. Allegedly.
I have not seen that movie. I do not know what you're referring
It's a bunch of white people who are trying to take over black people's brains.
Giant. What's that?
That's what the movie's about.
Okay, I was getting another piece of information there while you were saying what you were saying. Giants' first year was 1925. 1925. Long time.
Yeah.
I wonder how they feel about women voting. You know what I mean? Anybody ever ask them?
Yeah.
They do not love that.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, I don't know. We can just go off what we know right now. And it's kind of like, I believe Gary Goldman, stand-up comedian, he said if he goes into your freezer and he sees ice cream with fork marks in it, he can start reading other things about who you are as a person. The corner of your bed, probably nowhere near on, like other type of stuff. I don't want to start ipso factoing with this whole situation, but the new information I just learned, I'm going to have to start viewing that Giants organization a lot differently.
Yeah. Good.
I think we're going to have to talk about culture all the time.
Yeah.
That's all we judge things on.
Exactly.
That culture's still in 1930.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a wild thing to think. Bruce, that's your team. Bruce, that's your team.
Patriots
Is that Weiss's
2016, Colts 2016, Giants 2017, Geno Smith.
Okay.
Same year,
right.
basically.
All right,
Just
well,
one off.
It's 2015.
Let's make sure we ride that high horse into every grandstanding conversation we possibly can, too, as a fan base.
Scumbag.
Absolutely. All right, let's move along. I didn't know that, though. That's crazy. We should have made a graphic.
Yeah.
Should have.
That should have been a graphic. Tomorrow, we'll break that thing down. All right, let's get on to the Eagles. They played their best game. They played their best game.
They looked awesome. And like AJ just said, right? Like they got 9 guys in the box here. First of all, this play, Kelsey's supposed to block back on this, and this is what they do. They just man the back thing because obviously they want to take advantage of his athleticism. They also don't want him blocking back on a 3 and having him blow it up. But they do a great job getting this counter thing going. Kelsey with the kick out, tight end wrapping. I mean, it's
The beginning
it's
of
a
that play,
classic
just
play.
Mailata makes big humans.
I mean,
he's huge.
He was the rugby guy?
Yeah.
Left tackle just makes big humans look.
He was a rugby player, not great his first year, right?
Yeah.
And then he just kind of learned it,
He's
and
a
then it
dog.
took over.
Got paid.
He's a dog.
Stoutland University.
Yep. I mean, great. They got one of the best O-line coaches, if not the best O-line coach in football, too.
Who is it?
Jeff Stoutland. Used to be at Michigan State. You guys let him go, too. Way to go, Foxy.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Well, we don't even have to start talking about
He
programs.
at Miami?
When was he
He's a
there?
Miami guy.
Oh, Packers.
I think he was there before you guys put Hitler on the jumbotron.
Yeah.
that makes a lot of
A
sense.
little
There it is.
I didn't
Probably
know
with Mark
Packers
D'Antonio.
rush for yards on Sunday.
Yeah, I think he was with the end.
Yeah, he was a Nasser guy.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect.
During the Nasser era.
Yeah, excuse me.
Right.
What's this guy's name?
Zach Tom.
There it is, Ty. Let everybody know, because after you see this guy get on the train tracks, watch out, boys. Watch out. AJ, you guys hate these ones when I show them with the big tackles getting out in space. Wait till you see this DB.
no.
Wait till you guys see
Oh, no.
Tom.
this. We'll just let this thing.
Tom.
Oh boy.
Jack.
There's nothing you can do
DB.
I mean,
about it.
how bad is
There's
that?
nothing you can do about it.
There's
Gotta
something
go
you
low.
can do.
What?
Change the rules.
You're not
Let him
allowed
go
to go
low.
Can't
I mean,
go low.
you
Can't
got to
tackle
make
him.
them miss one way or the other. Am I right? Like you can't take this
He didn't
straight on.
see it.
Can't. The receiver's right there, so you don't have, it feels like
Yeah.
good 6 yards of space you could.
Watch his eyes.
Watch
He's not looking for a guy to kill him. He's looking.
Hey, he actually did his
Have
job.
some
though.
awareness.
He actually did his job. AJ and the boys are pursuing inside out. I just got to make sure he cuts in and goes upfield.
Jeez.
Are you
So I did
allowed
my
to play
job.
right tackle with 50?
Quick up, though.
Yeah,
50
ugly
is-
number at 50. Yeah.
Hey, this offensive line, though, new faces.
A lot of new faces.
Yeah, he's
I don't
playing
even know who half of
center
them are.
last week, playing left guard 2 weeks ago,
New
right
tackle,
guard 3 weeks ago.
different.
So
Jack Tom's a Hall of Fame name, though.
Yeah.
Zach.
You got different people.
Oh, okay.
Look at this.
Never
What is
mind.
this? The Bears?
Whoa!
Zeke.
Let's go.
Check this out. This play's awesome. So they call this a throwback screen, right? We got guard, center, guard. Everybody's going to sell zone this way. And then what's going to happen is they're going to wait for them to retrace because they're going to go after the quarterback. So whenever that happens, they'll retrace. Now these guys will leak out. There, see everybody starting to retrace? They leak out and they got a little wall. Wow. Now watch all three of them.
Boom!
Oh, shit.
Step out of bounds.
What are we doing?
Chicago's not used to this.
Pretty nice you to put a play where Bobby Spillane got knocked out of the
Hey,
game on.
you get all three of them putting people on the ground. It's pretty awesome stuff.
Bobby took a hard hit here.
Bubby's right in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And the guy ran
A lot
out of
of
bounds
weight moving
15
over
yards
there.
before he got there.
I was gonna say,
You see the patience too, because they all could have gotten illegal man down.
Bobby, get down.
Boom.
Bobby sacrificed his
boom,
body
boom.
for the squad.
Don't do it to him.
He don't care.
Hey, he split him though. He cleaned it up for the guys behind him.
Yeah,
Split his head open too. But
ear almost fell off.
This is old school wedge busting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take two. Bob says you got it. Bob needs you to take two. Fuck
That
it.
hurts everything. Oh god.
Fuck it. And he's out.
One,
That's
It's
awesome.
going to take a while to get up. Yep, I'm done. Yep, you saw what happened. Two guys,
Independence in his
600 pounds.
Stepped out of bounds.
Let's go. Good shit, AQ.
Hell yeah.
Go.
Look at this. I mean, this dude, we need to. Oh, not that. Bob Spillane.
I mean, just doing
Right
the
here,
job.
he's like, oh no, he sees everybody.
He literally makes a decision. Okay, I'm going to have to take two here. I'm going to have to do it. I don't love it, but all
doing
right.
it.
Try to split him. Oh, jeez.
That's so much like a. That's like such a dense
no
collision.
chance.
Like you hit it and just your whole body shuts down.
Now, hold on. He did make the guy run out of bounds, though.
Yeah.
Bob
He made the play.
He did.
That's a
He made the
tackle.
play. Look,
What?
he scared. That
Zeke,
hit was
what's
so
that
loud
guy
it scared him out of bounds.
Why did he?
Who, Cody?
No.
21.
Foreman.
Look, he heard that hit and he jumped out of bounds. It was so
Yeah,
loud.
Foreman had a great game.
That's the equivalence of Thor's hammer hitting Captain America's shield.
You're right. You're right. There's going to be a ripple effect.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it's going to go.